Welcome to BingeBox Central. Today, we will be going over 55 superheroes that you wish actually existed. So, let's get started. Captain Chrono is a time-bending hero who uses a mystical watch to pause, rewind, and fast-forward time in short bursts. A former watchmaker turned protector of the timeline, he always arrives exactly when needed. Solaris Shield is a solar-powered warrior who wields a radiant shield forged from condensed sunlight. She blocks lasers, reflects attacks, and radiates hope on the front lines of every battle. Astro Lynx is a spacefaring, feline-human hybrid with cosmic agility and claws charged with stardust. She navigates asteroid belts like a jungle and serves as the stealthiest scout in the galaxy. Quantum Quiver is a futuristic archer whose arrows manipulate space and time. With teleporting shots, freezing bolts, and wormhole trickery, he bends reality with every pull of the string. Echo Falcon is a sonic warrior with a falcon companion and the power to manipulate sound waves. He blasts shockwaves, uses echolocation to see in darkness, and flies on wings of sonic energy. Frostbite Finch is a superhero that can generate frozen claws that slash, grip, or climb. He can lower the temperature around him instantly to slow enemies, and freezes the ground beneath his feet as he runs, creating icy paths. Fluxion is a shape-shifting heroine who can transform her body into solid, liquid, or gas at will. After surviving a lab accident, she became a fluid force of nature who uses science and adaptability to defeat her foes. Hyper Howl is a wild hero with a sonic scream strong enough to break, steal, and call packs of wild animals to his side. Raised in the wilderness, he fights with instinct, strength, and a voice that shakes the skies. Jet Jinx is a neon-clad tech prodigy with magnet boots and glitch-powered gauntlets. Zipping through cities and cyberspace alike, he hacks systems, jams weapons, and breaks into villain lairs with a smirk. Drift Shadow is a stealthy vigilante who becomes intangible and slips through shadows. Once a top-secret spy, he now uses his ghost-like powers to uncover corruption and vanish without a trace. Kaleidostar is a radiant defender who controls light and color to create dazzling illusions and solid holographic weapons. His prism armor dazzles enemies while turning every battlefield into a vibrant spectacle. Luminox is a solar-powered sentinel who absorbs sunlight by day and releases powerful energy beams by night. Shining like a star in battle, she defends the innocent with radiant force fields and solar strikes. Nimbus Knight is a noble storm rider who controls clouds and commands the sky with a lightning-forged blade. Armored in swirling mist, he defends Earth from weather-borne threats with honor and thunder. Glacier Ghost is an ice-forged guardian who phases through walls in sub-zero fog. Her touch freezes lies solid, and her silence chills the spine. Overgrow once was an urban botanist that was exposed to a mysterious alien spore, and she became a living conduit of plant life. With every step, greenery spreads beneath her. Vines obey her will. Towering trees bend at her call. And she lives with a mind focused on restoring balance between nature and civilization. Though gentle by nature, Overgrow is a fierce force when ecosystems are under threat. Pulse Spark is a rebel hero who channels electricity from her own heartbeat to create EMPs and disable tech. With a punk rock attitude and cybernetic gloves, she fights two free cities from digital control. Etherblade is a cosmic warrior forged from stardust who wields an invisible plasma sword that cuts through dimensions. He serves as a guardian of interstellar balance, glowing with otherworldly energy and unmatched precision. Riftwing is a dimensional traveler who opens glowing portals with her feathered wings. Soaring between realities, she rescues lost souls and prevents extra-dimensional invaders from destabilizing the multiverse. Twilight Tempo is a rhythm-bending DJ who manipulates time through music. By syncing the world to her beat, she slows bullets, speeds up punches, and turns every fight into a dance of destiny. Holohowl is a projection-based wolf spirit who emits sound waves in ultrasonic blasts. His form flickers with data glitches, but his bite is real. Luminara bonds with a dying unicorn's spirit and gains the powers of purity and light. She heals wounds, fires radiant horn blasts, senses lies, and teleports on rainbow trails. Cloaked in shimmering armor with a glowing horned crown, she defends truth with grace and power. Mindrift was once a brilliant neuroscientist. She unlocked a way to project her consciousness into others' thoughts. But after a lab accident severed the boundary between her own mind and the mental worlds she visits, she became permanently drifted. Now, she navigates dreams, fears, and buried memories to uncover truths and rewrite traumas. Vortex Vixen is a cyclone-controlling heroine who dances through the air on whirlwinds, fierce, fast, and unpredictable. She's a living storm that strikes injustice like lightning. Featherbite is a Cyberavian hacker with wings of nanofibers. He flits through networks and airspace alike, dropping viruses like feathers. Zeniflare is a cosmic hybrid, born of a fallen star and a human explorer. Blazing with solar fire, she guards galaxies from alien threats with solar wings, shooting stars, and the power of a supernova. Zeroblast is a walking energy core who absorbs kinetic force and unleashes it in devastating blasts. With a countdown always ticking, he must expel his power before it overwhelms him or risk implosion. Brimstone Belle is a flame-dancing outlaw who rides a haunted motorcycle forged in volcanic fire. She strikes down injustice with molten chain whips and her unempathetic smirk. Cyphermist is a cloaked enigma who shrouds herself in data smoke and mists made of corrupted code. She speaks in glitches and solves mysteries buried in encrypted memories. Dynamo Drift is a street racing hero who converts kinetic energy from drifts into turbocharged punches. His tires spark justice, and his speed leaves thunder in the streets. Eclipse Phantom is a shadowy warrior who appears during solar eclipses. Her cloak absorbs light, and her crescent-shaped blades silence enemies before they scream. Incraith is a magical artist whose illustrations come to life. With his inkstaff in hand, he conjures creatures and tools mid-battle, turning imagination into action on every page of his living comic world. Wanderbite is a digital freedom fighter who uploaded himself into cyberspace. He leaps between screens, disables rogue AI, and controls virtual reality like a hacker with ultimate power. Blizzardella is a snow-wielding sorceress who can summon raging blizzards and sculpt frozen weapons with a flick of her wrist. Cold-hearted toward villains, but warm to innocence, she brings winter justice wherever she goes. Gravitronics is a quiet titan who controls gravitational forces, making enemies float helplessly or collapse under crushing weight. She is Earth's gravitational guardian, grounded in purpose and power. Iron Ivy is a biomechanical botanist with vines of living steel. He controls plant tech hybrids that grow, grip, and defend at his command. Jetstream Juno is a supersonic sky surfer who rides atmospheric currents with his hoverboard. He leaves vapor trails and sonic booms in his wake. Kryptonaut is a deep space explorer armored in alien alloys. Powered by Krypton cores, he navigates black holes and moral gray areas with ease. Lightstrike is a laser sword-wielding sentinel who channels photon energy through gauntlets. Fast, fierce, and impossible to look at directly. Mythic Max is a shapeshifter who channels ancient beasts. One moment he's a minotaur, the next a thunderbird. His strength changes with the story. Yardstick is a brainy inventor with a utility belt of gadgets and an indestructible extending ruler, measuring out justice with logic, precision, and just a little sarcasm. He's the nerdy hero no villain expects. Nova Glitch is a failed star reborn in fragmented time. She exists in overlapping timelines, attacking from multiple futures at once. Omega Opal is a jewel-powered sentinel whose shimmering skin reflects all energy. Each gem in her armor holds a secret power and a hidden sorrow. Pogo Pulse is a gravity-hacking acrobat who bounces off enemies and buildings alike. Her ricochet attacks and kinetic bombs keep villains off balance. Quanta Bloom is a radiant energy being made of pure quantum light. She blossoms into fractal forms that heal or shatter depending on her will. Sub-Zero Streak is a cryo speedster who freezes the air as he runs. His icy trails trip foes and his punch hits before the frostbite finishes. Thunderjack is a lightning rock star with a guitar that summons storms. His chords shoot thunderbolts, explode amps, or charge up allies with a solo. Ultravox is a sonic screamster. Her voice disrupts circuits, rattles bones, and rewrites the tone of every battle. Vigil Nova is a silent protector, forged from collapsed starlight, watching the world through a visor of fractured constellations. He drifts above cities like a satellite, intervening only when the balance tilts too far. His presence is felt in pulses quiet, radiant, and absolute. Ember Mane uncovered a sacred amulet in the ruins of an ancient Savannah temple and became the chosen voice of the lion spirits. She can summon lion companions made of golden flame to protect, hunt, or battle at her side. She is regal, fearless, and wild at heart. She fights to protect the balance between nature and humankind. Xenomaster is a psychic diplomat who speaks every alien language, including those unspoken. He bends logic and gravity with his mind and medallion. Yellow Jolt is a bioelectric rebel whose stingers shoot bolts of blinding energy. She moves in zaps and buzzes with defiance. Zapnova is a living surge of high-voltage plasma, born in the split-second burst between lightning and silence. He channels raw energy through his gauntlets as he ricochets through the sky with blinding speed. Every move he makes crackles with power. Umbra Wave is a silent sentinel who moves through darkness like water. Using shadow tendrils, cloaking clouds, and wave-like strikes, he disables threats without ever being seen or heard. Imbervel is a superhero that shrouds herself in living flame without burning herself or allies, and can shape fire into weapons, wings, or shields. Mirage Moth is a superhero that creates shimmering holograms to confuse and distract enemies, can glide through the air without making a sound, and releases blinding bursts of glowing powder from her hands.